To Denham, already looks like an unmade bed, but he's been in absolutely everything. Johnson from half back, Jason up towards half forward. Pickett showed his usual courage. Now the race is on. Mercury 40 metres out. Mercury for goal. The Bombers rise as one.
Play goes on. Good interception there. It's Blakey in trouble, in all sorts of strife.
That is a good.
He's down and looks as though he may stay down. Barnes kicks it towards half forward. Good kick, and Mickey Martin is at 50 metres. The ball gathered by Wallace. Wallace playing inspired football from the full-back line. Good kick too onto the chest of Hurd. Hurd stands, delivers, and delivers with precision.
I think the floodgates are just starting to squeak a little bit.
Caracella. A chance for Caracella to kick his first goal, and maybe the Bombers' ninth. He goes from about 45 metres. It is a good kick to Caracella, a goal.
Jason Johnson again gets it down towards the 50. Here they go to finish it off. Blake Caracella, you've been off target, so give it to Rioli, and he does, and he goes.
Congratulations to the Ansett Cup winners, Kevin Sheedy, James Hurd and the Essendon Football Club.
Essendon takes its sixth Ansett Australia Cup in style. Mark Mercury best on ground, winning the Michael Tuck medal.
Alessio wins it. Barnes scouting to Long, 40 metres out. Close. He's got it. Michael Long's kicked the first.
He's prepared to take the gamble.
Yes.
Steinberner from James. Burgoyne. Port have had a fair bit of it, haven't they, in the last 5-6 minutes? Haven't been able to score a goal. Long to Hardwick. Hardwick down the line. Alessio and Mead. Mead did really well there to just push him out. Probably could have taken the mark. Caracella clever. Releases Solomon. Lloyd wants it deep and long. He's going to get it. Get back in. He's got it. He's too good. Well, even though the Bombers went short there, they were able to go a bit more direct to Sheedy, and now Fletcher, and one decent kick in their centre wing, aren't they?
Well, yeah, that's a centre-half forward, Barnes, who's moved up. Now here comes the on-ballers, and that's what they do. I mean, pretty simple game sometimes.
Head, good stretch, he's got it. I'm sure Wilson touched it on the way down. They like it again. Sits, waits, can't quite get clear. Terrific tackle from Wallace, who's having a blinder. Solomon back, lovely take from Johnson. Down low to Wellman, to Solomon. They're away. To Mercury, I should say. Two, bounces, goes to the pocket. Lloyd's got it. Lloyd to go for his third. Hurd's got three, kicks from 48. It's a great kick. It's got three. Alessio trying to get to the goal square. He's going to kick it there now. He's on about 80 metres to get there, Alessio. Paxman, Buick's got it. Buick's got it.
The Bombers christen their new home ground Colonial Stadium with a 94-point win over Port Adelaide. Lloyd booting 7.
There's no holes big enough. We've all looked for them at times, right?
Good play by Heffernan. To Jason Johnson to centre half forward. Hurt's attack was terrific. A short back inside to the pocket. Lloyd, yes. Hey. Well, surely Lightning won't strike twice. Lloyd's kicked the goal. His endurance has never been questioned. Johnson, Alessio all on his own. Oh, Barnes is on his own in the pocket. Have a look at this. He'll kick it. He'll mark it. He could stroll in and kick the goal, he decides not to.
Ran forward, oblivious to where the ball was going. He's just backed in a turnover and he's going to shoot for goal.
Looks good, he's got it.
And unfortunately, it was another rush point, which has been a few.
Campbell short ball, untidy. Lloyd decides to take his man on and kicked along. Long half volley, terrific. You'd put this one down. A goal. Long off and Rioli on. Barnard floats at the centre half forward. Hurd front spot, got over the top of him and Cameron. Lloyd was terrific. Solomon's already kicked one and another. Johnson, who has been terrific. He's a real ball winner to Masiti. Kicks the ball inside 50. Kellaway missed it. Rioli taps in Lloyd's direction. Hurd's got it and then hooks it back. It's a goal. What a start from the captain. At centre wing. Takes his time. Delivers to half forward. Lloyd just in front of him, clever. Blundfield playing it in front. Still with Blundfield on the up. Lloyd's kicked his fourth. Terrific footy.
Many coaches in the past would have said you should have spoiled that. Oh, yeah.
Well, he did spoil it in a way, didn't he? To Hurd, to full forward. Lloyd front spot, taken out of it. Kick around the body. It looks good. It's a goal. Barnard.
Jason Johnson winning the 3 Brownlow votes for the second week in a row. Lloyd kicking another 7.
You would have been very happy with Barnsley's performance tonight too.
Well, John's been just, you know, we're fortunate that we got him. You know, to be quite honest, pick up a 165 game player that can play basically the way he's playing at the present time in a draft when there's probably 50 odd draft choices, you know, before his. That's just been a good selection for our club, and I think that I think it's been good for him. You know, I think just probably not travelling to Geelong is a pretty handy sort of exercise. Living in Essendon. So we've probably got a little bit more than what we may have thought. I've got no doubt about that.
Giving him the runaround at the moment. Up towards Waterhouse, emerges with the footy to Fletcher. I don't think it was intended for Fletcher. He got in the road, really. Hardwick took it from Heffernan, kicks it towards the centre. Nicely done by Long to Hurd. Hurd breaks away, 65 metres out, long kick. This could carry the pair of them. It's a goal. Nicely done by Barnard and Masiti. Barnes, Carousella, a hot one taken high. Well, Playon's the call. Hardwick picks it up nicely. He's about 75 metres from goal. Bombs it down. Good mark. Lucas with Bandy coming back. Scott Lucas steers it through. He's back in business.
And Brad Dodd forced it to come to the ground. Very lucky to get away with that.
In fairness to Hurd, it wasn't a fumble. The ball was knocked away from him. There were men on inside the 50. All goal side as far as the Bombers were concerned. Socket off the ground by Long, and he's got a goal. You're kidding. Ricochets to Lucas. On the overlap is Fraser. Fraser inside the 50. Ramanaskas deep in the pocket, runs to the goal square and bangs it through. Comes away, kicks towards midfield. Well, he backed himself, did Brown. Lloyd gathers the crumb, kicks inside the 50. It hangs a long time in the air, going back down there. Lucas waiting behind Long. Long runs into an open goal and kicks it. In characteristic fashion, off a step, kicks it down towards the boundary, and Lloyd kick it right there with him. Interesting hand pass. Got it across to Buick. Buick kicks it down towards half forward. Blumfield had it fisted away by Bandy. Roving the pack is Hurd. Pulls it back towards half forward. What a beautiful kick. Ramanaskas didn't have to break stride. Goes in and kicks a goal.
The lead on the wing, but it's found Long through the centre. That's the best way to go, straight down the middle.
Long, probing kick to half forward. Lloyd leads back in the race. This will be interesting. Lloyd deep in the pocket. Decides to come around onto his left foot and hook it back, and he's kicked. I think he's kicked a goal. Fine effort.
Sheedy's 450th match at Essendon, a big win over Fremantle by 6 goals.
Out of the centre, they did very well, didn't they? But their conversion, is that what hurt them from your perspective?
Early doors it definitely did, because they could have been 2 or 3 goals up in the first quarter. But I mean, the amount of times we got it in compared to them, I felt that they were much better, but they're used to the ground probably a little bit more than us, so we found it a little bit difficult out there with the grandstands changed the winds of this ground. But no, I mean, we're happy to get away with a win the way we've won it in the end. We've got probably Mark McCurry, we've got Rioli, we've got Moorcroft, Pryor, a lot of those guys to come back in, plus Jacobs, who's been playing very well. So there's a lot of boys there that can put pressure on. We've got a very short week this week, and coming up to play Hawthorn, so we're going to have to be very careful how we handle this game coming back.
Cave takes it for the Hawks. Crawford does the shepherding, and Crawford gets it back from Holland. Good running by Vandenberg, who's running off. Oh! Sheedy is a ball magnet. He had no reason to get that, but he got it again. The kick by Pryor. High, Lloyd! Who kicked 87 goals last year. This should be easy for him. He's given them something to think about, but I think he's kicked it just the same.
Who's on his backside as Johnson kicks the ball. Beautiful kick, finds James Hurd. G. Michael Long was good in that. He braced himself for the bigger John Barker. Barnes! Johnny Barnes! Up and away! There's Michael Long on the ground. And Johnny Barnes from directly in front finishes it off. A great passage of play for the Bombers.
Licence to run it out of defence. Well, he attacked too much from defence then. Hurd's come in and pinched it. Salmon, intercept!
Oh,
fantastic goal by Lucas.
Sets it up to Buick. Into the pocket, Moorcroft.
He took the risk. The Essendon player was going to get the ball and suck back into the forward line there. It was good play, just read the pull.
To Buick, who can smell a goal. He's got a big whiff, 45 metres out, and bangs it through. Majestic player, is the way Drew Morford sums him up. Alessio, the ball was touched. Throwing off the ball was Tallis. No free kick that time for Paul Couch. Here's Michael Long, danger. Unselfish play to Fraser, and kicks a goal.
Floats it.
Play on.
It's an awkward one. Barnard, Heffernan again. And again. Beautifully played there by Chris Heffernan. Up towards the 50. A juggle. Oh, the mark not taken by Colliker. Then he grabbed Hurd, who didn't have it. Lloyd gets the hand pass from Long, and Lloydie kicks another one.
Barlow kicks down the half-forward line. Oh, Fletcher!
Is that ball like Royce?
3 Brownlow medal votes to James Hurd. The Bombers well in command over Hawthorn.
Well, Hawthorn battled hard all day, just the class of the Essendon side just to shine through.
Look, I think it's been a bit of a away game for us because, they started well last week and finished well against Brisbane, and, we're particularly coming back from Fremantle. We're a bit concerned that their athletic football might have possibly caused us some concerns in running us a bit ragged, but we were very, very pleased with the way we worked through the game, and we probably could have kicked a few more goals than what we did. But look, from my point of view as a coach, it's hard to get a team up after 5 days rest.
Back by Freeborn, playing his first game for the Blues. Out to Barnard. Lloyd a long way from goal. Concedes some ground. Back to the bloke who gave it to him, Paul Barnard. High to full forward. Oh, McCurry jumped from the back, was nowhere near it. Lucas marks. Lucas right in front, 35 out. Goal.
Allen made a lead. He went short. And Matthew Lloyd has read it brilliantly. Shooting from 35 metres out. The young gun, the superstar. Drills it.
You'll just see here, Barnes on the ground. Just stupid play. You just got to try and stop Barnes from getting the ball out, not giving him the free kick.
Didn't seem to make contact. Fletcher, with a bit of arrogance, runs to 50. Magnificent goal! Finds Koutafidis. Always seem to be kicking under pressure. Caught in 2 minds. It's been pinched by Buick. Back to Hurd. Danger here for the Blues. Long bomb. Look out, Lloyd! Off the hands. Caracella goes to ground. Clever enough to tap it out. Hefferman's going to pick it up. Runs into the open goal. And bangs it through. He'll get the run from Barnes. He'll go short for Lloyd. Magnificent play, Bombers. Wastes no time. Gives it across to James Hurd. Big pack of players. Great grab, Lucas. In fact, most of the Bomber players can take a mark. Scotty Lucas, point blank range, kicks a goal.
Singing and swaying and even laughing at some of Carlton's antics earlier in the game. But I think people are starting to treat this like a footy game now. There's two sides playing.
Hardwick has been so good across half-back, pumps the ball back. Lucas, a one-hander. The juggler, 45 metres out. A big kick for the Bombers. It's a big kick.
At the front, Hardwick. His kick is perfect for Johnson. Mark Johnson from half-back flank. Oh, unmarked in the centre square is Carosella. Off to Ramanaskas. Open forward line. Ramanaskas going all the way. He can kick this and seal it. And he's done just that.
The Blockbuster at the MCG. Essendon defeating the Blues by 24 points. Hurd, Lloyd and Lucas all spending time on the back line.
Measures it. Goes in the direction of Bartlett. I think Bartlett might have called Cox out. Wallace was good. Smoking Joe on the up to Fletcher. Fletcher straightens the body and bangs it long to Lucas, who can turn around and kick a goal. He does. He lines him up and delivers the first. To Jason Johnson. Libber. Jason Johnson will fancy himself here. Gets up on his feet. Play. Well played. Gets it back to Heffernan. To Moorcroft. Lloyd wants it long and deep. Gives him every chance. Magnificent stuff. Well, there's the view. He's only about 30 metres out. He's directly in front. He's careful with it and he's kicked the goal. Bartlett with him. Where are the Crummers? Carosella. Still with Carosella. Straightens it up.
He's hurt, Bartlett.
Jacobs. Well, Alessio kicked one in the opening term like this. Gio Lloyd gets back. Good contest. Goal to Moorcroft. Brilliant roving from the pocket. And then Lloyd with a penetrating kick. Alessio versus Bartlett. Bartlett went to ground. Curly last man standing. Blundfield's going to kick a goal. That's going to hurt a whole lot. Barnes goes hard and high. Lloyd caught out. Got a bit of a shove. No free kick. Buick. Typical Buick. That wasn't typical Buick. He handballed.
Oh, well done.
Carosella to Blundfield. And a team goal. Into centre half forward. Pryor kept his legs together, did okay, but comes back to Darcy, to Cox, went without it. Wellman, terrific stuff. Comes to Jacobs from Ramanauskas. Carosella's kick two. He'll fancy himself here. 48 out, brings it back and kicks another one. They've got 19 of them. Cox, wobbly, poor kick. Misses Jacobs. Ramanauskas has got it. Mercedes on the end of it. Marnie hard, well done. But Carosella, who's had a blinder, has got a couple of options. Goes inboard, lining them up. Blundfield, it's another one. Well, he's matched Southern, hasn't he? Look, his last quarter.
He's got 3 in the last quarter, I think.
Yep. They're an awesome unit. They really are.
A 63-point win to Essendon. Lucas outstanding, kicking 6 goals and winning the 3 Brownlow votes.
Buckley at the moment, but I doubt he'll get back into this match, but certainly a free kick there.
Heffernan is the player. Heffernan cruises around Buckley. He goes in towards full forward. Lloyd with a one hand. He couldn't take it. Lucas again for another one.
They're doing pretty well, Collingwood, to keep the Bombers to the score they are.
Long, clever little kick. Lloyd couldn't get a crack at it. Summoned off the ground by Johnson. Gives it out wide. Wellman clears the centre wing. Hurd tries to cut across the pack. Lucas, the big fella, picks it up now. Looks in towards half forward. Hurd is heading back there. Can they create a path for him? Lloyd, beautifully done. McCurry off to Hurd. Hurd will cruise into goal, and he should kick it, and he does. Sneaks away from McCurry. Spears in towards the middle of the ground. His target was Jukovic. Heffernan might make him pay here. Now Scotty Lucas goes from 55. The boy from Camberdown has leveled the scores. Or maybe they're a point in front. Barnes wins it to Hurd. Can't shrug the tackle, but gets the kick down towards Moorcroft. He's pretty smart. Moorcroft round the body. The bouncing ball towards Lloyd. He can swing round in an arc onto the left foot. He should kick a goal.
I like it.
He does kick a goal. Hey, it's goal for goal here at the MCG. Look out, Jukovic's after him, so he gives it to Hurd, who's going to have to be quick. He is. Lloyd is the man. Lloyd is the target. Well spoiled again. Licuria waiting down. Hand pass goes astray. Could be costly. Mercury tries to give it out to Heffernan. He's successful. Heffernan can't get clear. Eventually he does. Yes!
That is brilliant.
Shades of Manchester United. No one clearly out of the middle initially. It's left to Justin Blumfield to pump it high up towards half forward. Long's hand pass was like absolute lightning. Here's real danger. Mercury in towards the forward line. Unable to take it on the half volley was Lloyd. Proper little hand pass back towards Mercury again. Another one to Hurd. James has given him the start in the last quarter.
Puff a little bit after half time. They probably needed the game to flow on for them because they really had Essendon flustered, and half time gave them, Essendon, a chance to regroup and come out firing again. But Collingwood certainly haven't embarrassed themselves today.
Well, here comes another one. Become a little too easy for Justin Blumfield.
The Anzac Day clash at the MCG. James Hurd continuing his fairy tale comeback to football, winning the Anzac Day medal. Fletcher and Lucas outstanding.
Oh, I think we were pretty relaxed. We sort of knew that we were playing not as well as what we would have liked, and we had our fair share of the ball. And to me, it was just a matter of probably relaxing a little bit and getting into our game style and all the areas of the game that we have been playing for most of the last sort of probably 2 years, really. I mean, we haven't lost a lot of games of footy, and just for that first part of it, we just kept bombing the ball away and just hoping that we'd catch it down the forward line. So we have to get better than that. I think once we used the ball better, the team performed better after half time, and we'll go back to have a look at that on our tapes and edits and see which culprits might have been first hand at offending.
Important goal, wasn't it? Because you had the feeling that the Bombers could have taken charge here, but again out of the centre, they have been really good, as Matthew said a moment ago. Heffernan gets it to half forward. Mercury, still Mercury, to Lloyd on his wrong side. Arches his back, he's gone. Well, he should have been gone, I felt. Play on call. Mercury's in the pocket. Little topo, clever. Long will make something of it, and Lloyd kicks a goal. Well, he was lucky earlier. Lucas decides to go very high and long. Solomon there, belted away. Voss read it all right, but Hurd's taken it from him. That's a good matchup. Hurd's little left footer back. Blumfield went early. Hook back was good by Lappin. Terrific Norcroft. Unbelievable stuff. It's a goal.
Boundary throw in, wide over the top with the punch. Falls to Lappin. Lappin, high ball. Malloy's got to go. Drops it, Fletcher there, quick hands is good. Ramanauskas has got pace. He'll go round Voss onto the left boot from 48 goals. Adam Ramanauskas, a great goal! Almost losing it. Heads towards the centre half forward position, heads towards Lloyd. Gets up early. The punch came there from Huskis. Here's Lloyd, gets to 48. Does he do enough? He does. 4 goals to Matty Lloyd. Towards Alessio, 2-on-1, look at Buick, he just read it beautifully, stayed over the back, Blighty's happy with it as he decides to take a bounce. Kick a goal, Darren, 3 bounces in the web, he loves it, he runs to 40, oh, you'll be
Wellman pops it up to centre half forward. Can Lloyd get a run at it? He can't, belt it away. It comes to Moorcroft, he's got some options, he hooks it back cleverly, and Buick's taken another one, and kicks a left foot goal. Is celebrating.
Dustin Fletcher underlining his talents, winning the 3 Brownlow medal votes in Essendon's huge win over Brisbane.
Side of the handball, tough for Bruce here, went to ground. Oh, it's a bit automatic, David. And Pryor takes it away. So Melbourne again missing an opportunity in front of goal. Have to be careful there not to give away 50.
Should have been.
Yeah, it could well have been. Pushing down to Sheedy. Chance for Lloyd. He's well out in front. He's just about too far out. Not though. He wheels around and pumps it long. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, Demons. Matthew Lloyd shows the way. Essendon having to change their structure a little bit. Simmons and White have really stretched them so far. That's a dangerous kick in. A really dangerous kick in. Made them have to work hard, and they might lose it here inside the last minute. They might lose the lead if Mercuri's accurate, and Mercury is accurate. The Bombers in front.
Shown a bit more composure in the second quarter. You could see that early in the first couple of minutes with their field kicking.
Ramanascus drives it long. Ingerson in the spoiling position. Lucas and Lloyd. And Lloyd loves these. Dribbles it through. Really misses. Trying to create some momentum for the Demons. They started so well, but haven't really been able to convert. They've just got themselves into a bit of trouble here. Walshaw gave it away. Caracella got a couple in the square. Sure to make them pay. And Moorcroft does the job. And that couldn't have been worse for Melbourne.
Playing in front.
Too far out to score. Sets it up for the Lloyd lead. Let's see how he goes. Ingerson usually good here. Made the spoil. Made it cleanly. Just a rare fumble there from Woden. They wrapped up Sheedy though in the tackle.
Oh, he's a go with his wheel.
There he is. Held without the ball. Nose to the umpire. Buick. Oh, dangerous handball. Really creative from Buick. And Moorcroft comes in and kicks the goal.
Well, he had no hope then. He was outnumbered 4-1. Caracella into Hardwick. Back to Caracella, in turn Barnard. Barnard's short kick is all right, and Sheedy takes the mark. He's still behind the wing. Kicks the ball close to half forward. Good mark. Lucas. It's had a quiet day, but by gee, the big blokes, they never get any shorter, do they? And he pumps home a goal for Essendon.
He's going to have to kick. Oh dear, bad choice in the end.
They've just got their outriders, they're tall players, Essendon.
Standing start from Hurd. Stand and deliver. And the skipper does. And blows away Melbourne's chances.
3 more Brownlow votes to James Hurd, Lloyd kicking 6 in Essendon's 13-point win over the Demons.
Does well together. Hurried left footer back towards centre wing. Blumfield along. Michael Long centres the ball towards Hurd at centre half forward. He's bumped out. Well, it was dropped. It comes to the back and now eventually to Hurd off Barnes. Kicked by Hurd. Swings back. Goal.
He's going to have a chance to get another one here, Doug.
Kicked by Hart. Barnes in front. Oh, Long. How about the vision? Jacobs onto it and Jacobs kicks the goal. Joe Sheedy stole the ball. It was daylight robbery. Mark not quite completed. Fletcher the hand pass out. Mercury and Lucas onto it for a goal. Spirals one to half forward and Lloyd back in his, where he's playing at centre half back, takes the mark. I nearly said rightful place. I don't think it's his rightful place by any means. Ramanascus.
Fletcher at the back.
And he climbs and marks!
Gerard called it.
Gerard, take over the calling. Great call.
You called it beautifully, Gerard. Well spotted.
Well, it's easy to call him, Dougie.
Yeah.
It's tough to make it happen like Fletcher.
And Fletcher gets the goal.
And Lloyd's come now out onto or out to centre half back.
Johnson, clever. Ramanascus. Why hasn't he played more game time? Adam Ramanascus. Killed him since he's been there. Well, that's a high tackle surely on Edwards. No whistle. Comes to Byrne. Ramanascus again. Brilliant. To Mercury. Out in front of Long. Michael Long for goal. Bombers are back in town.
The big deficit at three-quarter at half-time. I think Michael Long was a superstar that day.
Blumfield forward. Fletcher. Very high ball. Real hospital ball here. Mercury low down. Lucas goes back. Here's Longy again. And here is another one.
A big scare for the Bombers against Adelaide. At three-quarter time, the Crows led by 22 points, but then Essendon got down to business, kicking 11 of the next 12 goals, 6 of them to Michael Long.
You know, if you're sitting on top of the ladder at the present time, just don't sit there and not try to achieve some development, some growth in your side. And probably what it did do for us today was that we were allowed to look at other players in different positions than they normally play, and that probably isn't that bad.
Is that why Lloyd went to defence?
Sorry?
Is that why Lloyd went to defence?
Oh, yeah, well, gee, if Wayne Carey can go to the defence, I'm sure Matthew Lloyd can.
Barnes takes it and they use it through the middle. Sheedy and now Mercury out to the wing. Ramanascus can spark up and go along to Lloyd. He does go a bit in between, but Lloyd gets there and gets a crunch as well for his trouble.
It was a pinpointed pass, so it was an outstanding kick.
Well, Lloyd, a very healthy run-up, as usual. Will actually kick it from just inside 50, as you can see. Looked pretty good off the boot. Another one to Matthew Lloyd. Did pretty well to keep it alive. Henneman just measured the kick and measured it really well. Masiti, now Lucas. Over the top, long, watch out. Oh, he did, the sidestep, superb.
Oh,
Jacobs on the end of it. Plenty of time for Scotty Lucas, and he drills it. Masiti, there's a bit more pattern to their play now, a bit more running. Mercury, it opens up. Lloyd just waiting, ready to go. They're all just ready to go. Mercury says, I'm going to go all the way myself. I'll bomb from 50 and kick it easily, and we're in front. Almost got pushed in the back by his own teammate there. McGrath had a lot of teammates. Kilpatrick, oh, watch out, Riccardi, oh, Wellman. He kept on going and really makes it hurt. Really makes it hurt. Not afraid to carry the ball through the lines. His kick, well, it wasn't bad in the end. Heffernan, Lloyd sits for him well. You'd think he'd kick it. He keeps it low. He loves those. Hurd, can he break the shackles? He did. Jason Johnson. Long into the square. This battle between Graham and Lloyd. Oh, cruel battle for Ben Graham.
A pretty fair debut, despite the couple of goals he's had kicked on him by Aaron Henneman. Saw him in the night series, back in the side tonight, and doing a darn good job.
Hurd couldn't take it, Shoal. They're everywhere, they're everywhere. Mercury from a standing start. Lloyd! Oh, and you can see the look of disgust on Ben Graham's face. Matthew Lloyd kicks his 6th goal.
A 58-point win over Geelong, Lloyd kicking 7.
Paul tries a one-handed. Solomon overran it. Blumfield's been good. That came out just a fraction easy. And good play, second go by Lloyd to Moorcroft, who caresses it, trying to half and half, and he just rolls it through for a goal.
Don't ever let him win a battle over you in the mind.
Alessio, good trap by Lloyd. Hands were very good. And another one to Johnson. He ran a long way. He did have a quick one, Jason, and then ran a long way. Mark Johnson's left with it over the back, gets it to Jason. Lloyd's on the burst, goes to full forward. Lloyd sets himself and takes a marvellous mark.
That is a brilliant piece of footballing.
So Lloyd from point blank range kicks his 300th goal in league footy. Right on 50, low use of strength, but Alessio can match him there. Hurd tries to squeeze it out and he gets it back somehow and then forces forward to 20 metres from goal, and Lloyd takes another very good mark.
Well, he did it once earlier with the right arm. This time he's done it with the left arm.
Right in front. And he's kicked 4. Alessio's taken full advantage of coming back tonight. And Michael Long has had a quiet one to Moorcroft. Moorcroft, well, he may go for this, and he has, and given it everything. And it's going to be close. It's a goal.
Touch and go on the free for Shepherd.
Yep.
Oh, that's the year they blitzed the Brisbane team as well, wasn't it? The all-time score.
Centering ball, Moorcroft, big fly, comes to ground. Just searching a bit, Blumfield. Worried out of it. Blake coming through. Moorcroft, oh, cleverly done. To Lloyd. Well, he had Mark Johnson over the top.
He's not giving him off.
Kick 6.
He's got the blinkers on.
To Barnard. Long's on the burst. Got him. And Long will turn around. Lloyd's running hard for him now. And Long's going to kick it to Lloyd. Well done in the front by Hudson. Blumfield. Lloyd still. Oh, gee, that was clever. Gets it back. And Blumfield goes in and kicks.
That is brilliant.
6 more goals to Lloyd in Essendon's 86-point win over St Kilda.
Again, a poor kick. They just don't seem to have any direction at all at the moment, the Kangaroos. James Hurd, some fancy footwork, finds Michael Long, who just wobbles the ball down, looking for Mercury, traps it inside 50. Cross the ground and finds Alessio. Alessio directly in front, 45 metres out. He likes it. Just one in the top 35, yet they're undefeated this season.
Long getting Hurd back into the play again as he sets it up. Caracella. Probably nowhere else left to try.
You're allowed to clone footballs.
Caracella has kicked another one. Has he, or was it touched? I think it might have cleared the pack. It's another one.
Shooting a goal, it just might have known. Another goal to the Kangaroos will really lift the confidence. Big pack of players. Archer showed a lot of courage. Kept his eyes on the ball. Lucas, long raking handball to Blumfield, who's a goal kicker, and hammers it home.
Bombers into attack. Carey and McKernan both starting in attack in this quarter. That was a fairly wide kick. Blumfield couldn't take it. Streaming through Johnson. He took it with him. Byron Pickett went without it. Blumfield feeding off Sheedy. High kick to full forward. From behind, Solomon got to the front. And that one looks pretty good, so they have started as they started the match. Oh, Hurd, he wanted a footy then, didn't he? And won it, Caracella. In short, Lucas fell over, Archer went straight over the top. Lucas getting back to his feet and drilling the goal.
Lucas, because they've got these big key forwards, they can play up the ground as well, and you can still have likes of McCurry back, who great hands then, never really fumbled, he was held. Now they've played advantage. Barnard, 55 metres out. Here's a goal going to come up. Barnes has got it and bangs it through.
An enormous first quarter to the Bombers, 7-5-0 against the Kangaroos. They go on and win by 49 points.
But look, I think that we really have been waiting for a while to prove ourselves. I know a lot of people are out there are doubting, our side's still up against the likes of, the Kangaroos, Carlton, those sort of teams. So we're just got to start putting some scores on the board against them.
On his hands, and just as we see the rain coming down, it's going to be the team that's cleanest as we see Darren Creswell drop that.
And Alessio might kick this. It's coming back. I like it off the boot. It's very close. Alessio likes it, and it's a goal.
Don't take any risks. Just get it through the goals and let Dustin Fletcher bring it back in.
Which he does, and he kicks out wide. Good mark, Wellman. He got out there in a hurry and presented himself, and now the Bombers have got some numbers wide. Ramanaskas at centre wing. What a great year he's having, Ramanaskas, as he kicks it long, and Shawbull took a chance, and Lloyd outmarked him at the back. Do you like the way he sets himself up, Plugger, for goal?
Yeah, he's all purpose. He knows what he's doing. He's full of concentration. And usually a very good kick for goal.
48 metres out. Just a good-looking kick. He's got it. He's kicked three.
But Essendon just look too strong on their half-back flank at the moment. The Swans are just finding it hard to penetrate that line.
Blumfield. Hardwick. Looks up long. Bomford went, and then by going, he's released Caracella, who really can kick a goal here. They're going to be hard to get, and he has put it through. It's been terrific stuff here. Hardwick's little soft handball was, rather Jason Johnson, I should say, was effective to Lucas, the full forward, Hurd front spot, Crouch at the back, Hurd dangerous, tries to get a free by going underneath and then throws it, Hurd. Hurd's very lucky. Denham throws it out and Lloyd kicks a fourth. Goal, yes he does. He's got four, Lloyd. It's a hard ball and it's hot too. And then Denham gets it back to Sheedy to Hurd. And the Hurd still got it. He held his nerve and did really well and got it to Barnard.
Yeah, outstanding kick from James Hurd. Just held his position there, summed up the situation. A very good kick to Barnard.
Fletcher, the target, well done by Luff. But it comes down to Lucas, who steadies. And does he get it? He gets the all-important first goal. Bolton would have been lucky to get a free kick. It was good umpiring. Ramanaskas had nowhere to go. Oh, Solomon was good. Sidestep. Bangs it. Oh, this is a big one. It's Lloyd versus Shawbull. Shawbull all over him. Lloyd and Shawbull and Hurd. Hurd's handball. Had to wait for it. Blumfield. Held up. Back to Hurd. Hurd straightens up and puts the Bombers in front. Ricocheted away. It's into the centre. Gee, Nix was unlucky. He ran into the umpire. And Heffernan took advantage of it and bangs to full forward. Alessio Hurd has been so important in the last quarter. He's been a match winner in this last term and he puts the result beyond doubt.
Down by 2 goals at the final change, the skipper clicked into action with 2 goals in the final quarter.
Well, I think sometimes, the players probably, you have to talk to them about whether they really want to be a side that, win games when they're not playing well. and about perhaps trying to move the ball a little bit quicker, even though, I mean, it's a ground where a lot of defensive transition can happen and the opposition can barrel a few players back there very, very quickly. But I thought we took the initiative off Sydney in the last quarter, and it might have been, it possibly may have been because basically we should be a better side with the, as I said, the talent they've got out of their side. But I thought they were pretty, I thought it was a pretty good game from them.
Kick inside the 50, turns the defence around. Mercury up, couldn't hang on. Williams soccers off the ground out towards half-back, picked up by Kemp. He's got plenty of company. Hand passes for the boundary. Carousella, wide-eyed, picks it up. Hand passes brilliantly to Sheedy. Sheedy goes in and kicks another one. Well played. It's in stellar form. Barnes also in very good form. Strong mark on the outer side. Releases Carousella forward of the wing. He kicks towards centre half forward. Up goes Lucas and grabs it at the second attempt. 8 goals in 10 games last season, so it's fair to say he's back.
Huge kick.
Wonderful kick. Came off under the blood rule once. They work it out of there nicely. Chain of hand passes. The more recent two came from Pryor, and before him Hardwick. Long kick deep into attack. Back goes Lloyd. Hasn't had a big record against the West Coast Eagles. His best effort too. In total 9 career goals against them. This one's straight enough. Goes wide. Johnson down to half forward. Blumfield, no one behind him. The hand pass untidy. Ramanaskas in trouble, upended by Peter Matera. Coming through Donnelly. Gave it straight up to Alessio. Alessio kicks and kicks a goal.
On to the left boot, he's going to get it down towards Carousella. Running out of room as he's taken close to the line. Needs assistance. In comes Lloyd, paddling it along in front. Got a cop one in the back. It's going to finish up a goal anyway. It's going to be kicked by Mark Mercury. Number 3 for Mercury.
This was the match the Seagull hit Mark Johnson. Kevin Sheedy in plenty of trouble.
Sheedy was keeping a low profile at what was supposed to be a secret training session this afternoon at the State Netball Centre. Tomorrow afternoon, he'll appear before the tribunal on a misconduct charge. Bombers officials have asked Mark Johnson to put in writing just what happened last Saturday night and haven't ruled out pursuing the matter with the league. But the AFL remains far from impressed with Sheedy's not-so-subtle reaction.
We've got an absolute obligation to present it in the best possible way and to cut out of the game issues, happenings that are fundamentally unacceptable in the early parts of this new century.
Sheedy's extraordinary outburst has been shown across Australia over the past few days, and Wayne Jackson says it's not the image that the game wants to portray.
I think Kevin's been around long enough to know exactly what position he was putting himself into.
Probably done a lot worse things in football than that after 35 years.
And you said in there that you wouldn't apologise to West Coast.
Well, that's only because of what happened since last week's match.
You seem hurt by what some people...
No, just the way that I see life, and I mean, it's only the first round. That's the way I look at it.
What do you feel about what Wayne Jackson and Tenzo said, Kevin, specifically?
What do I personally think?
Yeah, you made a point about it.
No, I'm not really into. Not really into being worried about that. You guys can sort that out. You're intelligent.
Bolton does some good shepherding. Long persists and forces him to kick that ball low to Wellman. Wellman gives it off to Johnson. Again, Essendon go in towards half forward. Waiting down is Heffernan. Oh, here's a chance. Penetrating hand pass was very, very good. And Barnes is going to shoot for goal and put the first one through for the night. Trying to hold it in there. Fabian Francis scouting as well. And asking the question. I think that's Carousella at the bottom of his head. His jumper taken off. Blumfield is there. Long is there. Crunch! As that ball snapped in towards goal. That is a sensational kick by Matthew Lloyd. He'll go back and take his kick. In he goes in towards half forward. Oh, big pack of players. Blumfield was at the back. Gary Moorcroft is on the ground. Into full forward. And the catch is taken. And the shot for goal.
He's just been running up and down the wing without a man.
7 kicks, 4 marks, 2 hand passes. And he has kicked the goal. Kick dropped short, however, and it's going to be Fletcher again who'll do the sweeping up. beautifully in towards Lucas. Swings round now on the left foot. He's got Dean Wallace on the ground. Dino go for goal. 48 metres from home, and he likes kicking a goal, and he has here tonight.
Yeah, they cover the lines without any doubt. That's what's made them the powerful side they are at the moment.
Oh dear. That kick went askew, and Wallace might make it pay. Dino's kick one. Unselfishly, he centres to Mercury. And he's juggled it. Mercury for his first goal. He's had his chances. He just sneaks it home this time, and he's got it.
A 31-point win over Port Adelaide. Ramanauskas starring, the Johnsons terrific, Blumfield fantastic.
Playing up forward or in the ruck. So, an interesting move by the Tigers. Bitterscombe again doesn't take control. Short kick, Moorcroft. 25 metres out, should kick a goal. Bangs it through. Bowden's lead was ignored. Dragicevic just pumps the ball on. Big pack of players. Hilton was the high flyer. Johnson from 55 metres out. Fletcher should mark in the square and kick a goal.
Fletcher has stayed down on the forward line. And just at this moment, he looks like a loose man on the forward line. You can't be having that. Denham. Fletcher is being picked up now. The hand pass comes back. Hardwick up towards half forward. Moorcroft outnumbered. Roving by Ramanauskas. 51 metres out. Magnificent kick.
To the half forward line. Lloyd this time. Long, long way out from goal. The Wellman. Quick hands. Ramanauskas wants it. Now does the shepherding as Wellman centres the ball. Coming across was Mercury. Fletcher sets it up. Mercury's going to run into the open goal. Bombers. Now the ball is coming back. He's kicked a goal. It's where the Bombers can open it up. It's a floater. Back towards Long. True centre half forward. Lucas half kicks the ball off the ground. Champion hasn't lost it. Caracella takes it. Runs to 50. Blake Caracella bangs it through.
Kellaway clears for the Tigers. Hardwick, tell you, he'd be nearly first pick. Ruled through the finals for the Bombers. Here goes Michael Pryor. I reckon he's probably been an emergency 100 times in his career. Comes to Solomon. No distance on the kick. It'll bring snow, but it'll bring a mark to Caracella.
Well, he should have actually...
Lines up for his second. Got a real float to it. So float's good enough. Play on, said the umpire. Wasn't a mark to Barnes. Comes to Denham. Floats the kick to Fletcher. Another rare mistake. Out to Masidi. Won't matter. Caracella. He's just licked his chops as he's taken advantage of his teammates' great kick ascendancy. And Alessio will be kicking for his fifth. Caracella started on the bench. He's racked up 7 marks and 17 possessions. Alessio for goal number 5. What a day he's had.
101 points the final margin over Richmond. Steve Alessio back kicking 5 goals.
Couldn't take it. Here's Lloyd. 50 metres out. Going to be kicking from a little more than that. He's called to play on now. There's no one in the square. Lucas is dropping back. Too easy. And he goes. Right down the middle. Away you go. And he does. Towards the big guns. Alessio. Just poked it over the back. That was a little too easy. That was a little too easy for Lloyd. Ramanauskas. Quiet in the first term. The bounce may favour in the end Michael Long. Lucas, yes it does to Michael Long. Long kicks a goal. They're warming up the old Bomber machine. Here's the bounce. Barnes swats it to Johnson from a standing start. The pass is on. Long is lurking. Look at Michael Long. Vintage Michael Long as he pops it up unselfishly to Lloyd.
He's trying to work out how do we just stop this at the moment. There's an avalanche.
It is threatening, but I think people also are seeing one of the best footy teams we've seen for a long, long time going round, and that's a bonus. Lloyd gets his hook.
He's playing good footy. Let's have a look at Barnes here. One player will come right through, Masidi, and there we go. Mark Johnson again.
No, this is Mark Johnson. Put this down for a goal now, would you? Thank you very much, Caracella.
That is a standard plan they've gone with all night.
Very quick indeed, but Grover did well to pick it up and get a kick down towards right half forward. The pressure, however, caused that ball to drop short and the turnover to occur. Barnard takes it from Hardwick. Off he goes to Fletcher. Fletcher, a flat-looking punt towards Barnes. He's at half forward. Clean bowls a lot. And here's number 7 for Lloyd. 2-2, good. Yeah, Danny, you've summed it up. Buick over the top. Gee, they're exciting to watch. Grover in trouble. Ball to ground. Norwich had it there for a moment. Tried to paddle it out. So too did Gale. Towards Grover. Smothered by Caracella. Cleverly tapped on towards Long. Michael Long. Twisting and turning over the top. Finish it off Caracella.
That's
And
a
he
skill.
does.
And we see Alessio's a palm ruckman, so he doesn't bash it forward when he gets the opportunity. He just palms it to the blokes underneath, unlike Barnes, who knocks it forward.
Johnson and Mercedes have taken it 9 times out of the middle. They combined again, and Lucas will probably kick another one here.
Oh, this is party time. There's Richo.
He's saying, how do you stop this machine? And they all break, and away they go again. Fletcher's kick is absolute beauty towards centre wing, and it was taken by Mark Johnson. Quickly off towards Mercedes as he picked up possessions, and Lloyd will kick for number 9. Or will he be unselfish? Here's Lloyd for number 9. 52 metres out.
Struck it beautifully.
Dead-eyed Dick. Sensational. Is okay. It comes back towards Caracella. Smashed clear by Jones. Moorcroft could have been held again. Gave it back to Caracella. It's a hot potato. Moorcroft's kick is partly smothered. Cook taken to ground, but he gets
stolen.
it. Beautiful stolen by Johnson. And he goes.
That's good.
Champagne football.
3 votes to Matthew Lloyd as he kicks 9 to move to 82 for the year. It was Kevin Sheedy's 300th win as a Bomber coach.
Years since an Essendon player kicked 100 goals. Is it on your mind at all?
No, not on my mind. I think it's something that probably it's mentioned to me. I think every time you bump into a supporter, they will mention it. And I think it mean more to them than it mean to me and the side, because we've got a goal, and that's to win the Premiership. And I know I'd trade in Kane Johnson, a guy I've played Teal Cup footy with. I'd trade everything I've done to have his 2 premierships. So it's not really an issue. It's more winning, the way we have this year is more important than me kicking goals.
The kick in comes from Rawlings, not too bad, in towards half-back, mistake made. Lucas, rebound, goes back over his head for a goal to the Bombers. Kick by Mercedes, goes out wide, Ramanauskas has already had 4 kicks, short, long, out wide, Rioli, he'll go in and kick a goal. Watch the skill of this bloke. Watch the skill of Dean Rioli.
The Hawks try to win it out towards Woods. Bowyer's screaming for it, but he held it for too long. Barnes gives it away. This could be another one. Caracella's a goal kicker, and he's joined the party.
Rioli tackle. Well, he's been struggling for possessions, and they've got a good goal kicker in Gary Moorcroft to come on.
Got it again, Mercury. Jason Johnson cleared the centre. Mercury gets past, goes for goal. Goes for goal. With 9 on the scoreboard to Essendon.
Ramanauskas left it at the back. Hardwick is little Gary Moorcroft almost down on the 50. And he's a real spark. Away from Rawlings he goes. And he goes for goal and he gets it. And he loves that situation. Barnes again up against Holland and he wins at Buick. On the boundary line. Another dangerous player. Look at that. Look at that. So let's see if he can cap it off. He's shooting for number 4. He's really in the perfect spot for the left footer. He is in the perfect spot and he has capped it off in his 100th game. They'll turn it around again. Barnard, Hurd and co. Rioli in the meantime is going to have a spell. This is Henneman on the outer side. Flat looking helicopter punt towards Long. Beautifully controlled by Michael Long. The master at work.
Alessio's come off
Lloyd.
the bench, not even snagged.
Look at this, Lucas for goal. The Stadia from Scotty Lucas of Camperdown. To the outer side towards Salmon, who's beaten by Mercedes. Brings it into Hurd.
23 possessions to Joe.
Hurd to Long. Michael Long gives it off to Barnes. No, look at this deft little twist. Clever to Caracella. Waiting for his 3rd. And his 26th for the season.
Great signs for James Hurd, I think, that he's playing the game out.
Yeah. There's another goal. Lucas drifts down in towards right half forward. Then a centering ball is on its way towards Alessio in the pack, and he doesn't let him down. Big Steve.
He is just, he's in his element.
Alessio becomes the 9th goal kicker for Essendon as Daniel Chick leaves the ground for Luke McCabe.
Barker, not able to break away. Still hurt. He's just absolutely lapping this up, isn't he? Wellman to Caracella. Caracella, possession number 26, Lucas. And kicks it to Scott Lucas. But he's such a good kicker of the football, you wouldn't put it beyond him to kick a goal. He does.
An 83-point win over Hawthorn at Colonial Stadium. The Bombers 19 wins in a row.
Strength over it there, won it to the boundary.
Bombers in attack. O'Reilly lays it down. Mercedes read it best. Joe's going to kick it. It's a goal. It was very clever. Or didn't he to get the goal? And the Bombers are in front after the Blues have had the most of it. Hume in the centre. Rioli with him. Then Mercedes, who got that opening goal, kicks to centre half forward. Lucas and Silvani. The handball's beautifully weighted. Mercury should kick a goal and puts it through.
See, they can turn it on quickly.
Rice in late.
Should have marked it.
And then Franchina short. Silvani has to wait. May have it taken off him by Lloyd. Mercury gets it back to Buick. Check side. Clever kick to the goals. Barnes has got it. Good mark. And plays on and kicks a goal. And the Bombers are in front. 9 of the last 13 goals.
Well, you can't find a winner on the ground for the Bombers at the moment.
Colpert. Cut off. Well done by Lloyd. They're only 1 goal away from being right back again. Blumfield to full forward. Hurd having to lean back. Beaumont terrific. No mark. Hurd's going to kick a goal. And he does. Jason Johnson's kick. Colpert's come off the bench to make a contest. Solomon. Rioli silky skills. And Rioli still going. And then kicks to half forward. Trying to get, good take by Hurd in the front. Not paid. Alessio plays on and kicks the goal. Buick had a busy third term when he came on the ground. Alessio and O'Reilly. O'Reilly tried to build it away. Beaumont searching for the back. O'Reilly. Hurd's a chance. Toe pokes it cleverly. Wants to get on the end of it. Then crunch in the pocket. Alessio brings it back. Front of the square. Ramanauskas handballs on. Long kicks the goal. What a move that's been by Kevin Sheedy at 3/4 time. Hume pushes back. And then Franchina toe pokes. Jason Johnson's played the last quarter. Mark Johnson, Mercury. They're on the burst. Mercury with a bounce. Takes his man on. Goes out wide to the pocket. Blumfield's been terrific. Back to Jason Johnson. And Jason Johnson kicks a goal. What a team they are.
This was the contest between the two top sides on the ladder. Essendon successful this day by 26 points.
I thought it was a pretty boring game. As a matter of fact, I've seen 3 boring games this week. And probably in the end, it's just sad for the fans when you're playing a defensive game right from the start, but that's the way it goes. We'll just have to try and work around that. And we will. From a point of view, we'll probably try and stretch other sides now.
To Brown in the heart of the centre square. A poor handball in the end. They might be okay. Curley can stop and prop. This is bad footy. Long can make them pay. Can he expose them to Lloyd? And then Lloyd bangs it. And bangs it home for beauty. Stops and props to Caracella, to Blumfield. Nearly in range. Kick the full forward to Lloyd. At the back, 1-on-1. Fletcher, Alessio. They don't have that crummer. That was the problem. Now they do. They've got the best of the business. What's he done? He's going to kick a goal for Lloyd. Gee, Mercury, what were you doing? Winds his target. Up high was Lucas. He dropped it in the end. Mercedes' hands were good.
See, Wesley put the toe poke on it then, just to try and get it away.
It again.
Buick. Fletcher's the target. 2 to beat, but good enough.
Now, is he in range? He'd have to kick from basically the edge of the square.
Got low percentage torpedo range here, I think.
I reckon he might wind up and they really give it everything he's got. Oh, you're kidding.
Have a look at that.
You are kidding.
That's there. That is there.
Ramanauskas, a couple of teenagers together. Rioli.
Good acceleration.
Lovely kick to Long. Maybe Lucas could have left it for Lucas. Long's on. Long kick. Good kick to full forward. And Finn Johnson.
Oh, he's given it to him.
He gave him one too.
And Johnson, clever play by Johnson, recognises that he's got the ball there and he's not giving it up.
And hope for something to open up or try and pinpoint a lead.
He just can't even visualise anything unfolding.
Fletcher's the target, he won't go. Oh! Unfield! Takes a magnificent mark.
That's beautiful.
Can he top it off with a great goal?
Well done, son.
The winning streak comes to an end. The Bulldogs by 11 points at Colonial Stadium. Essendon had won 20 straight.
Is that a bit like the pressure's off now in a way?
Oh, no, we're trying to win the game, don't we? And there's no worries about that. I mean, I suppose, look, we got beaten in the preliminary final and we'll probably kick off this match a minute to go, you know. So you can't really say that we're not super competitive. Our loss tonight was disappointing. We didn't use the ball well, even without pressure on us, you know, and I just felt that we blazed away too easily into a fairly full forward line, and we didn't play that game as well as what we should have, you know. And they're normally pretty quick kicks of the ball that probably let us down. I felt that we had our opportunities, we missed some goals, and probably they got some free kick goals, and I thought they were pretty fortunate.
Swooping on the ball, comes to the back, Fletcher, gets his kick away, down towards half forward, Caracella's on his own, they've got three out there. Caracella, does he need to share it? No, he doesn't. He needs to kick a goal! Magnificent, Blake Caracella.
Look a bit hesitant. Sheedy another possession. He never looks hesitant, Smoking Joe. Caracella, Denham on the burst. Denham's past to Lloyd.
Great kick.
And to narrow this gap, which currently is 15 points. 48 metres. That's better.
Hooks the kick. It's a bit of a wobbly old one to half forward. Chance here now for Lucas to Mesidi. Mesidi lobs the ball in front of goal. Lloyd at ground level. Blumfield, can he get another one? Gives a hand pass. Lucas, goal.
Now the foot skills need to be good. Oh, turn it over and this is going to be crunch time.
Look at Michael Long.
Oh, this is unbelievable. Ramanauskas to Long, and Michael Long can have a cut lunch and still kick a goal. Ramanauskas gets the goal. Kick by Mesidi in the direction of Lloyd. They swamp him. Theris got a fist to it. Lloyd off the ground and a chance for Buick. Unbelievable. Fraser was spoiled by Buick, that one?
That one,
yeah,
could have
that's
been,
the one,
yep.
Drew, yep. Kick was there, but on that occasion. The right decision to Jason Johnson then.
Goes wide. Caracella loves to kick a goal. Blake Caracella.
And the shadows lengthen across the MCG, and Essendon will finish with 21 victories in the home and away season, and nobody in the history of the game has ever done that. It'll be a tough job now for Collingwood. It's taken by Moorcroft. Moorcroft off the left. Lloyd, well done Presti. Comes to Buick, here's another goal. Johnson rams it home.
Collingwood put up their best, but Essendon go on to complete the best home and away season in more than a century of football.
Well, I haven't coached 21 out of 22 before, so that's a pretty... And probably got beaten by more but a kick last week. One ball went through in the last half of the siren, so... I mean, you can't condemn our players. They've been tremendous, but we just have to really work hard in, 3 or 4 areas. And I think that, you bring Hardwick back in, you bring McCurry and Hurd. Should all come back in next week. So Wallace has trained pretty well this week and trained again well this morning. So we've got a few blokes ready to come back in now.
Misty McKernan. Wallace gets clear. Left-hand handball. It cuts a path, and Hardwick's on the end of it from Caracella. Beautiful kick to Hurd, got him.
And James Hurd with Simpson on him is coming out of the square.
And Hurd goes for goal and kicks it. Ball comes out, good hands in close there. May have been Blumfield to Wallace, and Wallace having a very promising start. He hasn't played since round 16. Mercury fans want a free kick. Gee, Lloyd was very strong there. Broke a tackle, got a handball to Mercury. Good kick to Barnard. Sweeps the handball out wide. Sheedy measures it, goes for it, and kicks it. Carousella's been very good. The kick to half forward, Martin and Lloyd. Archer to sweep at the back. Hasn't found the footy. Still hasn't found it, and then coughs it up to Blumfield. They'll make them pay, I think. Barnard to Lloyd. He'll kick a goal. He has. Blumfield trying to get through. Kangaroo tackling was terrific from both sides. The handball coming out from Sheedy. Barnard's got to keep his nut down. He does. Finds Barnes. He's clever Barnes. Smoker Joe can kick a second one, and he does. This is as good as it gets. Relentless pressure from the Bombers. Sheedy again through the centre. Goes to full forward. McCartney back. Hurd read it pretty well. So did Mercury. Out to Long. Long scoops it back. Hurd brilliant. Magnificent stuff. And now it's 18-3 as Solomon goes to half forward. Lloyd, as he's done all day, bringing Martin Will up the ground. Little toe poke to the pocket, runs onto it, gets it back towards Hurd. Pickett hard at Hurd, so good to see Pickett back. Mercury brilliant to Long. Long sweeps a handball to Lloyd. Lloyd hooks it back and kicks another one. And he's closing in on 100.
Blumfield, speak about the rating of the players. Gee, there is no such thing, is it? They're nearly all deserving of very, very high ratings, the Bombers. Lloyd and the full forward line. Johnson, here's a goal. Long, Michael Long. Thank you, Michael, for coming.
Grant hard at Buick, but he can't get him. And Masiti finds a way. And then Jason Johnson, you reckon he'll play a big second half, to Carosella, to Solomon. Doesn't quite take control, was running hard. Stevens' hip and shoulder was pretty good. Belted away by McCartney. Masiti goes for it, wobbles it, floats it, and puts it through again.
Shot at goal by Barnard, smothered off the boot. Rebounds, Hurd. Back to Carosella. Handball wide, Alessio making Makepeace look a little inferior there. The kick towards full forward, spills to Long, to Lloyd. Matthew Lloyd, goal!
Stevens, well done Lucas, they're on here. Lucas chips, no, McCartney's second effort good, and then Lucas again, McCartney threw it away. Blumfield gets it to Masiti, to Jason Johnson, loads it up, it's a chance, it's through again. They can't do anything wrong.
The kick came out to Long. He's got metres in front. Look at him trying to again set it up to Heffernan over the top. Gary Moorcroft. Little kick, unselfish Carosella.
He can play on.
Goes in, and this is absolutely rubbing salt into the room.
This is humiliating at the moment. You think they're trying their hardest, they probably are, they certainly did early, but they have just been carved. Buick to Long, who has been so creative, he is a genius at work, to Moorcroft, they are just killing them off again. Another one. Solomon, it's kicked to half forward, Barnard did well, and then releases Carosella, waiting for somebody. Little handball, a half a one to Johnson. Doesn't find Long, a bit untidy. Long's toe poke clever to Moorcroft. Lloyd needs 2 for 100. He's going to get one of them here. Well, he's going for a 5th goal. He kicked 5 goals in his last 2 finals last year, and he's got 5 and 99. Lucas takes them on, gets around, and then bangs it down the line. A one-on-one situation, not a good kick. Grant Simpson should maybe a free kick. No. Now Pickett. He's in trouble, he's gone. Gets it out, Long, now Lloyd goes, Long chips it, he's got him!
I'll tell you what, the security guards there, who are in their droves.
There isn't enough of them, Robbo.
They've come from everywhere in anticipation.
It doesn't matter how many there aren't enough.
Well, good on you, Matthew.
From everywhere, are they?
Well, let's hope he can...
Security guards ringing the oval.
Well, come on, Matthew, get the goal, eh?
Just 22 years of age.
History.
he's got it.
So much for the security, Rob. Severely outnumbered. Congratulations to Matthew Lloyd. That's a superb effort. Look at the recognition from all the fans. His teammates were the first to get there. They came from everywhere as well.
I've got a little interest. When I first started at Carlton in 1966, his father had a lot to do with me settling in there, John Lloyd, and he's got a couple of brothers who were pretty good footballers too. And I think it's just a credit to, he's got his feet firmly planted on the ground, he's got a terrific head on his shoulders. Barnard across the full back line, Mesidi, the architect, Joe Mesidi out wide.
He's used the ball well today, Joe.
Long is on. No, he's not. Ignore that. Go into the middle. Blumfield. Options everywhere. Handball over the top. Hardwick wants to kick a goal. Left foot kick towards full forward. Wallace a little push out. The ball at the back. Lloyd 101.
Biggest score ever too, Robbo. Probably 3 goals away.
From got the 30-goal barrier and the 200-point barrier to look at.
Here he is again. Gee, he had his name written on that. He came from about 4th in line. Buick from 50 metres. Darren Buick! Goal, is it? I don't think that's been touched. Another one to the Bombers.
A 125-point flogging. Essendon kick a new AFL Finals record score against the Kangaroos.
Very good bounce. Big punch by Porter. Here's Whitnell. Hand pass. Gives away a little bit of ground. Bradley. Strong at the ball was Heffernan. Tackle on Camporelli. Pretty effective. Not clear. Bradley. Sidesteps. Can't get away. How did he get rid of the ball? Porter does well. Mesidi. Hume. Gathered there by Blumfield. Mesidi again. Mesidi to half court. They've got a chance here. The Bombers. Captain James Hird is marked a little less than 50 metres from goal, about 45 out slide angle.
Well, it's just a beautiful pass there by Joe Mesidi, who broke from Craig Bradley's tag.
Hird's kick. It's the answering goal for Essendon.
Up he goes, Barnes, backhands it down. Porter missed it. Long picks it up, confronted immediately by Hume. Jarred out of there. Rice. Johnson took him down, back to Barnes, falling to the ground. Blumfield on the ground. They all went past him. Carosella kicks the goal.
Here he is here.
When Essendon get possession in their defence, he's the one that charges down to give the extra man.
Took too long after the precise kick coming in. Mesidi lays it off. Carosella pops it up. Mercuri's got it. 52 metres out. Runs inside the 50. Mark Mercury gets the goal.
Back to Alessio. Alessio short, effective. Lloyd, long, get away from goal. He's in the defensive half of the ground. Short kick, dropped by Romanowskis. Quickly onto his boot. The mark is taken down here by Heffernan. He plays on quickly. Kicks it into the pocket. And the sleeper in the Essendon lineup, Blake Carosella, is marked well within scoring range. Under pressure, Rice over the top. Heffernan, speak of the devil. He's just come out of the ground and kicked it forward, and Mercury will kick a goal, won't he? He's got the mark 45 metres out. Distance, not a problem, you wouldn't think. 45 metres. Just pops it onto his boot and casually gets the goal. Mesidi, Heffernan, over the top, Buick, tackled, got the kick away, and the mark dropped, was it? No, paid to Lucas. Grabbed it close to the turf. Scott Lucas, missing a goal in the first term. Kicks the ball towards the half-forward area.
Oh, that's a
what a terrific effort by Lloyd. Any breeze affecting this kick through the air. He's directly in front, only 40 metres out. A bit of a scungy old push at it, but he's got it through. He's kicked.
Essendon on top by 15 points. At the base of the pack, Hume trying to knock it out towards Camporelli. Coming across on the angle, stealing the ball is Carosella. 60 metres out, the hand pass to Ramanowskis. Goes again, Mercury to Long. 20 metres out, Long runs in and kicks it. Wonderful combination. So Essendon are charging onto a grand final. A grand final they couldn't make last season. And the heartache is a thing of the past. Bombers are through. It'll be the Bombers and the Demons.
1 year on, Essendon and Carlton again in the preliminary final. No 1 point result this day, Essendon by 45 points.
Expectations are a funny thing. The Demons can't believe they've done it. The Bombers simply had to. The preliminaries are over, and the players realise they'll be there on football's biggest day. But some loyal supporters soon realise they won't.
Very unhappy.
By Monday, there's some sense of normality. The Bombers hit the training track. But this week is like no other. There's more of everything. More fans, more hype, and of course, more media. Everything is under scrutiny. It's the stuff Kevin Sheedy thrives on. Matthew Lloyd is just relieved to be out there as the news comes through that he won't face a video charge from a clash with Glenn Manton. Back at Windy Hill, and if possible, the media throng has grown even bigger. And while they wait, some dream of what might have been. The real things line up for their place in football history. The focus then turns to Darren Buick and Mark Johnson, who do enough to prove their fitness. Thursday, and somehow Kevin Sheedy finds time to take part in a vigorous debate about whether a woman should be on the AFL Commission.
I've only come to one, perhaps minor problem. That the only woman I met in the AFL at any meeting was this year. That cost me $7,500. Thank you very much.
The Junction Oval hasn't seen this many people or had this much attention in years. What could be better for the Demons fans than a lamb chop and the chance to cheer on the boys? Joseph Gutnick knows he won't see the game, but he's seen enough to know he's got a good return on his investment. The only problems for the red and the blue, heavy rain and the fitness of Cameron Bruce. Both worries soon pass. Bruce included as both sides name unchanged lineups. Friday and the schools must be half empty. Children are everywhere as grand final week celebrations come to a spectacular end.
Yeah, it's been a big week. Start of the week was exciting. It's low key now, but this is the big one we've been waiting for, and experience with Schwarter. It's been great.
This is special, but tomorrow hopefully will be even more special. I can't remember anything about 88, and I really want to stress the guys that this is the time to remember it, and you'll have this for the rest of your lives.
And while everyone is thinking of tomorrow, it's hard not to get caught up in the moment as the captains get one last chance to get their hands on the prize. And then, as if there's any questions that hadn't yet been asked, there's time for one more media conference.
But I guess the dream's about running on down the race in the last game of the year. I guess that's what you dream about. That's what it's all about. It's fantastic today, but it's a great tradition.
The masses then head to Windy Hill as the Bombers stick to their routine for a final light training session and a farewell to the retiring Sean Denham. And then suddenly, it's all over. Suddenly, there's only one more sleep to possible glory. Suddenly, we're down to the last minute.
This is the game that we've been waiting for. And you mentioned Michael Lyons just coming past now, Mark McCurry. We've got Fletcher, who's had a great season. Johnny Barge, as you mentioned, Bruce, he's had a terrific season this year. Played in 3 losing grand finals, but starts with him in the middle. As the boys run through the banner, Brucey, take it away, mate.
Well, as always, there's that mighty roar, isn't there? And Dipper caught up with it, who played in 8 finals himself. You just can't help yourself on this day. Richard, Dick Reynolds, triple Brownlow medalist, coached the Bombers to 4 flags. It's the record at Essendon that Kevin Sheedy would equal today if the Bombers are successful.
Barnes contests.
Hurd snaps. James Hurd bends it back for the Bombers. Is it enough? I think he started the run. He has. Oh, stolen by Long. Back to Lucas. McCurry is there. So to Caracella. Caracella into the open goal. Bombers away.
Not 10 metres. Barnes clever, and now McCurry. McCurry's 45 metres out to Caracella. Caracella in the pocket. He's a clever footballer. He's kicked it. What a great goal. Brilliant. Wonderful stuff to McCurry. The ball. McCurry's gone. Terrific tackle. Not pink. Lloyd's going to kick a goal, and he does. It's a goal to Lloyd. Blumfield's been brilliant. To Hardwick. To half forward. Alessio and Simmons. Simmons catches him. Gee whiz.
Barnes dropped another one in the forward line. Long, beautifully done. Blumfield gives it back. Johnson, Alessio, surely a goal.
Here comes Kevin. You could argue forever who is the best team of all time, but as Jason said earlier, this is the best season we've ever seen. Kevin Sheedy joins Dick Reynolds as the most successful club in over 100 years at this famous club, and they have won their 16th premiership. And is there a better story than James Hurd? Well, maybe Barnesy and Wallace get close. Mighty scenes here. They did it tough last year in September. Harder than any other team in history in Rioli. Hopefully his turn will come.
There's always a belief that we get here and win it, and this is much better than last time. This is the best football moment I've ever had in my life.
As I call upon the captain of the Essendon Football Club to join us, number 5, James Hurd.
Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, all the fans that have followed footy all of your lives. I can assure you that this team has deserved the premiership. I've got no doubt about that. To all you Bomber fans, thanks for your loyal support, and to all the parents that produce our footballers all around Australia, thank you very much for looking after the game. Thanks a lot.
They were the hottest of favourites and ended up winning by 10 goals. The Bombers, perhaps the greatest team in history.
See the Bombers fly up, up to win the Premiership flag. Our boys who play this grand old game are always striving for glory and fame. See the